This is Elizabeth Joyce, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Embracing Spiritual Frontiers. I'm doing a tarot reading for Sagittarius between April 15th and April 30th, 2024. So let's see what the messages are that are coming through at this time. What's going on with Sagittarius? The cut is the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So that tells me that through balance, through other people, through discussions, and a great natural force, which in this sense is the love from the universe, your upset is feeling a little better and you're healing. It's disappointments when least expected. So evidently, you've had a recent disappointment when least expected, and Spirit wants you to know that you're healing it. It might be a little slow, and you're talking to people, and you're getting advice, and you're feeling comfort through a great natural force, which of course is the power coming in from the center of our galaxy in the universe and down your chakras into your heart. And that's really good, Sag, because you need that kind of comfort right now. So let's see if we can find out some more. I'm doing a Crowley spread, which is the Toltec, and the center is where you are now. The upper right is the outcome. The upper left is your blockages. The lower left is your psychological, and the lower right is the karma. Okay, so let's see where we are. The center is the Eight of Wands, the Chariot, and the Three of Discs. So the Eight of Wands is swiftly, very fast, or it's traveled by air because it's next to the Chariot. So the Eight of Wands can mean travel by air to do business. And the Three of Discs is works begun. So it's you're working on a project. It could be for work, it could be for your own company, or it could be a family matter, because the Chariot is Cancer, and it could be a family matter. But whatever it is, you're going swiftly, you're taking control, and you're going back to works begun. That's very positive. Now the outcome is the Ten of Discs. Now the Ten of Discs is the high money card in this deck, and it represents family money, it represents generational money, and it represents quite a bit of money. And the next two cards are the Eight and Nine of Swords, and that's confusion and agony of mind. So this is telling me, and this is not going to be easy because swords and discs together is negative, but this is telling me that enough money is coming in to take care of your confusion and your agony of mind that you've had about money. So you Sagittarius have been worried. It's quite a bit of money. I'm saying, I'm seeing that it could be either 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000 that you could be receiving to take care of this. So it's either an inheritance, a tax return, somebody gives you a gift, or you win the lottery, something like that. Now we'll go over to your obstacle. Look at your obstacle. It's the Sun. So that's telling me, the Sun card is telling me, it's a beautiful card for the Crowley deck. The Sun card tells me that you are not meditating, you are not letting yourself run free, letting yourself flow. So you need to work on getting back in the flow. And it's been over a period of time that you've had this worry, this agony of mind, the Wheel of Fortune. But what's coming is taking care of business. The Six of Cups is a party. It can mean Christmas, it means happiness, and it means a party. So you have not been working with your inner being to achieve that, because the idea of life is freedom as we go along, and celebrations and happiness. Don't let that be kept from you by the way you think. You have to raise your vibration and work on it. And I know you will, Sag, because you certainly know how. Now we go down to psychological. We have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Discs, and the Prince of Swords. Now we have a couple here, the Queen and the Prince. And the Two of Discs is good changes. So it looks like this couple is creating good changes, and they're both getting what their wishes are. And as you read up, you have the woman with works begun and freedom. That's beautiful. So the female part of this couple is happy with their work and is going to have a lot of freedom from it. That's very good. And the karma is the Ten of Swords, and that's always ruin. And we have the Four of Swords, which is rest from anxiety. And we have the Princess of Swords, which is emotional, fiery. It's Aries. So we've had ruin, but we've worked through it. I don't know how we've worked through it, but we have, the Sagittarians. And you have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Now, when you have two of them in a spread, it's always a hospital, an institution, it even could be prison. So you've overcome that problem, that setback. Maybe you had a physical setback that you're getting over. Remember, the cut was you're healing from disappointments when least expected. So you could have had something physical with that 9 and 10 of Swords, but you have rest from anxiety, and you had getting back good energy, and it's coming back swiftly, and it's going to lift all those head problems, all that fear of anxiety. It's going to lift it over a period of time. And as I look at it, it'll probably be over the next 6 months, because that's the length of the eclipse energies. The eclipse energies that we had on April 8th will be here until we go into the October eclipse. So that makes sense. Okay, that's this part. Now let's see what other news we have from the cards. I'm going to use the art deck for the next part of the reading, which is a layout that I wrote last week, and I'm using it for the first time in my April 15th readings, and it's pretty good. I like the way that it brings us the messages. So there's 9 cards all together, which of course is completions, it's a cycle, and it will give us information for these 2 weeks for Sagittarius. So let's see what's going on. What further information do we need to know? Okay, so we have the cut is the 5 of discs, which is coming from lack, coming from poverty. The couple are standing outside of the church window, and they can go inside to get shelter and food, but there's a lot of fear. So that's what the 5 of discs means. Then we go to the next one, which is the 8 of cups. Now that's walking away from good things, walking away because of your upset, you're fed up, you might feel like you're in a rut. It's walking away to try to find something different, even though you have it pretty good where you are. And the third one is the Ten of Cups, which is all your wishes. It's the high wish card in the deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. So if we put it all together, what we have is fear and anxiety that you want to walk away from, that you want to get away from the fear and anxiety, even if it's an illusion, and you want to walk into the Ten of Cups. I will tell you, Sag, that you're on your way. You are on your way. It may take a while. This is saying between August and October. That's when things are really going to change for the better for you. So let's do the layout. The first card is where you are now. And then we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the initial card is the Page of Swords. Now that's for the collective. Remember, this is all for the collective. And this is what you're focusing on now. You are cutting away all the negativity. So many people are in the world. They've been working on it since this year opened, as we head up to that April 8th eclipse. And that's when a breakthrough came. Hopefully it did for you too, Sag. And you've had to look at what you need to let go of. You may have changed some friends. You may have lost somebody dear to you through death, or you may have had somebody move away, whatever. You're cutting through the negativity and the feelings of loss, and you're trying to bring in the light, which is always good. Now we have what concerns you. Well, it's money. The Six of Discs, which is pretty funny because that's what it said in the other spread. The Six of Discs is a card that is saying you just got enough to get by on, and you may be getting a little bit of money in, but it's not really enough to save anything. It's enough to pay your bills and to take care of you, but it's not enough to save anything. And you feel beholden to others in some way, and you want that to change. The second card is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands represents what is your motivation? What are you headed towards? What would you like to do? The Five of Wands is discussions. And sometimes it's discussions with younger people, but people with new ideas. You're talking things over, perhaps to find the road that you need to be on. So that's the motivation, talking things over and clearing everything away that's been bothering you. Now we have the Ten of Discs, card 4, which is your high money card. But this is in the position of what's the underlying problem. And the underlying problem is that there has not been enough funds or finances for what you want to do, Sag. And this has been going on for at least 6 months, maybe 10 months. So since the middle of last year, this has been going on. And the fifth card is what do you need to understand? And this is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a very beautiful card. It's a very smart lady who knows her numbers, who knows how to keep a budget, how to keep a house, and how to take care of and protect her money. She doesn't overspend. She is generous with people, but she's also cautious and careful, and she's got a good mind to put things in order. That's what you need to understand, how to do that for yourself. The next card, the first one in the second row, is that Ace of Discs. And this is your spiritual card. What do I need to bring in spiritually? So, what you would like to bring in is more funds. And this is saying that you can do that if you have a clear head and a focus. And your whole lesson today in this reading for April 15th to April 30th is to get that head clear and get yourself on your new path. So many of us have had losses, upsets, disturbances, both weather and with emotions, with the people around us. So you need to work on it and trust that you will be able to move ahead, because this is the Ace of Discs and it's showing you that it's all going to work out. So don't worry so much. Just keep focused and watch it manifest. Now you have what's your new road. Well, you have the Two of Swords here. Lots of choices. You don't quite know yet what your new road is. So what I suggest for you, Sag, is to meditate daily, keep notes, let Mercury get out of retrograde, and we are going through this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus on the 20th, and then we have that full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd. Plus, Mercury is still retrograde. It comes out on the 28th. So just keep going. You have that Two of Swords. Keep going, and it will show itself. You have the moon up here, which means you're on the brink of important change, and you need to keep going to allow spirit to do its work. A lot of us are in a hurry, and we want to get our work done, and we want it now. Spirit moves like a snail in its own time and in its own way. So you are on the right path. Then you have your angel card. Now your angel card is very interesting because the other layout in the Crowley deck, you had the Eight of Wands. And I told you that was swiftly moving fast. It's also air travel. The Eight of Wands is your angel card. It means that it's going to be very soon, within 8 weeks, that you will be out of this funk of feeling lack, of feeling poor, and everything's going to change into a more positive way for you. So what I'd like to do now is pull the angel card from the angel deck. I have the angel deck, and let's see what the message is for you today for the angel card. Your angel card says, ask your angels. So I have told you to meditate, and I have told you to get in touch with what you need inside and allow those proddings, those inner flashes of genius, tell you what you need to do. Trust in it. Ask your angels and then listen and follow their advice. Beautiful. And the outcome is the Seven of Wands. That's always new beginnings. Wands is the beginning of something. So I'm saying by July or August, you're going to really be in the beginnings of a new project that is going to be very fruitful for you and is going to pull you forward, and you'll get back to security again. I'm sorry that you've had so many upsets, confusion, and loss, but it's on its way to mending, and you're going to be very happy. So that's what I have for you today, Sag. Let's go to the rune and see what's here for you. The rune you have for the next 2 weeks is defense. And that tells me that you have to be careful with everything, with how you talk to people, with how you spend your money, even with how you drive the car, and be in defense until you have your breakthrough, which is coming at the end of April. So let me see if I can read to you what defense is. Defense is avertive powers. As we are tested, So now, Sag, you know you've been tested by the universe to see if you can get through all of this turmoil, which had to happen so that you can have the path open for your new beginnings. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockage and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to the conduct that has brought us to this stressful situation. And the conduct is your reactions to people and your inner thoughts, which began this reading with that Five of Discs, feeling of lack, feeling of emptiness. There appears to be a blockage in your path, but even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward. This is not a time or a situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel that this rune offers. Nothing hectic, no acting needy or lusting after a desired outcome. This rune speaks to the difficulties that arise at the beginning of a new life, at the beginning of a new way. Often it announces a time of waiting for the spring to fill up with water or for the fruit to ripen on the bough. Beautiful. So you need not to get discouraged. You need to get back to your inner work and hold on to that strength, because those clouds are going to move away and that sun is going to shine. It even showed you in the last layout, the Crowley layout. You had the sun and the Wheel of Fortune. This is Elizabeth Joyce with Embracing Spiritual Frontiers. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please click like if you like the message. I appreciate it, and I would love you to join us and subscribe. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.